Didn't that hurt?
Yes.
Why do it?
Because I read in that magazine that if I stand on my head, it's easier for my egg to move from my fallopian tube and attach itself to my uterine wall.
That's very odd.
Yes, I know, but I'm leaving no stone unturned.
It also says here, Julia, for this to be effective, you've got to be ovulating. This is a little personal, but are you ovulating?
Waiting for the results as we speak. I left the kit on the dining room table. Can you go check?
You left your ovulation kit on my father's dining room table?
Yes, it's right next to the creamer. Can you go tell me what color it is?
Blue.
Blue?
Very, very blue.
Very blue? My God, Mason, it's time. It's now or never. Go for it. Take me, make love to me.
Now?
Yes.
How?
Gently. And hurry before I lose consciousness.
I'm not that limber, Julia. Now get down and get a grip on yourself.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
There, are you happy? Look, my eggs, they're upside down. Or downside up. In any case, they're not where they're supposed to be. Well, never mind. The kid is blue, the ground is fertile, so sow your oats and make it snappy. We haven't got a lot of time. What's wrong?
I can't.
Why not?
Call me straight-laced, Julia, but what if somebody comes in?
They'll understand. Mason, please, my egg is not going to stay like this forever. Now come over here and give it your best shot.
Easy for you to give orders. You just have to lie there. I've got to do all the work.
Well, this is no picnic for me either, you know, but Mason, we have a job to do, so let's just do it and get it over with.
My God, you're cold. I'm a human being, and I'm not just a sex machine. How about a little humanity? How about a little romance? How about you say something to inspire me?
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I want you, my big stallion.
Well, obviously this isn't going to work. I think we need help.
Oh, it was the first time we're on the road to recovery.
Oh, I think we should call a doctor.
Oh, for my dead body.
I gotta find her. I gotta get out of here.
I told you, the young lady, Miss Riker, she's in the hospital. She's fine.
Excuse me. It's all right, son. I got as quick as I could. Are you all right? Yeah, I'm okay. Make him understand that we gotta get out of here. We gotta find her.
We thought your son was doing well, but all of a sudden he seems a bit incoherent.
What are you talking about?
The woman in the car with him...
Katrina, she was in the crash?
Yes, she's in stable condition, but I can't make him understand.
No, you're the one who doesn't understand. There was somebody else in the car with us. Dad, Angela Cassidy was driving with us.
What?
That's what I mean. He's not making sense. There was no one in the car but your son and Miss Riker.
Is Reese around? Detective Walker, is your husband around?
You could probably find him where you made sure he'd be, as far away from this investigation as possible.
I'm getting a little sick of your attitude. I'm conducting a murder investigation here. I'm just doing my job.
And I think you're enjoying your job a little too much. I'll be out of here in 5 minutes. I'm really not in the mood to be around when you set your bloodhounds on my son.
Well, then no bloodhounds are needed. We've got him. That's why I'm looking for Reese. He was arrested 10 minutes ago.
Hi. Earth to Castillo.
Hey. Hi.
Your woman's here to offer you dinner for two. Your place or mine. What do you say?
Say I can't do it. I gotta work.
No, I think you should take a break. It's not good for you to be standing here thinking all those thoughts that I know are running around in your brain right now.
What, are you a mind reader all of a sudden?
Don't have to be a mind reader to know what's bothering you. I know it's B Jay.
Oh,
I know you're
don't,
afraid.
Kelly, please. Don't even say it.
Somebody has to say it, so then you can figure out what you're going to do. I know you think there's a possibility that she killed Frank.
He's lying. Angela was in the car with Katrina and me.
Son, there's no reason for the doctor to lie.
Is there something that you're not telling me? Is she here? Is
she hurt? Is she gonna die?
Look, would you just relax, please? Getting worked up like this isn't gonna help anybody. Just relax. I'll take care of everything, okay? Just put your head back. Close your eyes. What the hell is going on here?
A highway patrolman found your son and Miss Riker unconscious at the scene of the crash. Now, I assure you, he wouldn't have left another person in the car.
I assure you he wouldn't make anything up like that.
Well, that's what concerns us. All the x-rays and the CAT scans show no serious injury. But as you can see, he's disoriented.
Maybe he's in shock. What about brain damage?
It's too early to tell, but we're watching him.
Did you talk to Katrina about who was in the car?
She's been extremely groggy. We haven't been able to question her. But as I said, if this Angela Cassidy had been at the crash site, the patrolman would have brought her in.
Let me try to reassure him.
I want to check on the young lady. Would you talk to your son? See if you can't calm him. All this agitation isn't helping his condition one bit.
Thank you, Doctor.
Did you talk to him? Did you tell him? Make him understand?
Everybody is aware of your views on the situation,
Well,
son.
we gotta find her before Warren gets out and starts looking.
Warren? Warren was in the car?
No, he was not gonna drive with us. He was in jail with us the night before.
Jail? Warren was in jail with you?
Well, it was kind of a living room with bars, but it looked like a jail.
Do me a
Where are my
favor.
clothes?
Don't say any more. Just relax, huh? That's all.
Dad, I can't relax. Angel's out in the desert. She's wandering around somewhere.
They will find her. Would you please tell me exactly what happened?
Oh. Well, I had to swerve to avoid hitting this elephant.
You may not be as good a mind reader as you think.
Cruz, I don't want it to be true. I just think you should be honest with yourself, that's all. If BJ did
It's
kill...
a theory, Kelly. It's nothing more. There's no evidence backing it up.
Why is that? Because nobody's been looking for any, right?
Don't you think BJ has been through enough?
Yes, I do, but what about her brother? Sawyer's been accused of murder. And if he's taking the blame for something his sister did,
You know, I
that's
don't want to
morally...
talk about this with you. And I don't want you talking about it with anybody else either.
Well, of course I'm not going to talk about it with anybody else, but I was under the impression that you and I could talk about anything.
Well, we can, but I don't want to talk about this.
Are you still going to try and tell me that knowing she's your child hasn't changed anything for you? Cruz, if you were suspicious of anybody else other than BJ for having killed Frank, wouldn't you be shouting their names at the top of your lungs, demanding that they be brought in for questioning, doing anything you could to protect an innocent kid from being hurt?
So is that what you want me to do? You want me to publicly accuse my own daughter?
No, I don't want you to do that. This is getting out of hand. Look, I just want you to be honest. That's all. Not with me or anybody else, just with yourself. Because that's the only chance that you have.
They found Sawyer in Albuquerque.
Is he all right?
Well, we can't be sure. I'm waiting for confirmation of the caller right now.
You know, if you're so committed to doing your job, I suggest you pick up the phone and find out.
Walker.
Excuse me, sir. This just came over the wire from Albuquerque. They'd like a positive ID on it right away.
Well, the mother's right here. Why don't you see if you can ID your little boy?
It's not him.
What are you talking about?
Somebody's head is gonna roll for this.
Maybe it would have been better if he was caught. At least we'd know he was safe, right?
Yeah, how long would he be safe? They held the trial today with the circumstantial evidence and the fact that he ran, they could put him away for good.
It's not necessarily so. The system may not be perfect, but it works, and you know that.
All I know is that someone killed Frank. And they're sitting back, letting my son take the rap for it. I suggest we track down the person who did that and make him take responsibility for his actions.
So, what do you say to lunch?
You buying?
Oh, we'll flip for it. So, we'll see you in a half an hour, okay?
Hold on. Who's this we?
You'll see, Reg.
All of a sudden, you're the mystery man. I don't hear from you for a couple years. You show up, you tell me not to say your name to anyone, and that you're now part of we.
Look, I will explain everything to you when we see you, okay?
What's the matter, man? You in trouble with the cops?
No, why would you say that?
Your folks. Or do they quit the force?
Oh, no, they're still cops. Look, will you quit talking and just get down here? All right, bye. Or this guy Reggie, he's a major flake, but maybe he can come through with a loan.
It wouldn't even be in this mess if that sleazy man on the bus hadn't stolen your wallet.
I know. We'll be fine. We just need a little money to tide us over till I can find some work.
Then what?
Well, then, I don't know. I haven't really thought about it.
I mean, do we ever get to go home?
Aurora, I'm not going back until they find out who really murdered Frank. But you can go back any time.
No, I'm not going back.
Aurora, you can't keep living like this. No place to stay, no money.
Sawyer, I'm not going anywhere, and that is final, okay? But that doesn't mean that I can't wish things were different right now, Sawyer. That they would find the real killer. That maybe I could just call my father and let him know that I'm okay.
Well, you keep making those wishes. Maybe one of them will come true. Aurora, do you think your father would accept a collect call from you?
Could I call him? Can I really call him, Sawyer?
Only if you pay the price.
Oh. Oh.
Done. Now remember, do not tell him where we are.
So the bus stopped. This individual picked his pockets, spent his money, and tried to use his credit cards. That's how we got him.
Well, now, did this person know anything about Sawyer? Was he hurt,
Well,
or...?
based upon the information he gave us, I think you can ask him that question in person real soon.
And what does that mean? Does he know where Sawyer is?
Well, he knew where he was going, St. Louis. So just in case Sawyer and his friend decided to get off the bus a little earlier, we've contacted police at every stop along the way. He won't get far.
What do you mean, Sawyer and his friend? His friend?
Oh, according to the information from our friendly neighborhood pickpocket, Sawyer wasn't alone.
Well, now, that's just speculation. I mean, he could have just happened to sit down next to a girl on the bus.
Did I say girl? I don't think so. But that's a good guess, Jody. And I bet I can guess who she is.
What are you doing? Hello?
Micah, it's Jody Walker. I need to talk to you.
Do you have any news?
I'm on my way.
Now, hold it. Wait a second. You know, you may be on leave of absence, but you're still a cop, and there's still a thing called obstruction of justice.
I am fighting for my child's life here. No rules apply. Now, if Micah hears from Aurora, he could inadvertently lead the police to Sawyer. And I can't let that happen, or he could just go ahead and do it on purpose. I have to point out to him how dangerous that is for both of them. How dangerous it is if the police find him before we do.
You've got to tell her. You do. You've got to tell her, Reese.
What, or tell him what? That I have no evidence
You
against
heard
B
what
Jay,
Jody
but...
said. Right? Sawyer's in danger. This isn't your decision. It's out of your hands. This is up to Jody and Reese.
Listen, I gotta get the house, okay?
What are you doing?
I'm gonna find out if B Jay killed Frank.
How many fingers?
32.
Ted?
2 fingers, 1 elephant.
On the highway?
Yeah, there's a big elephant out there.
In the desert?
That's what I told you.
That's what you told me. Well, what were you and Katrina doing in Nevada?
Angela was with us, Dad. Will you remember that?
You
Angela
and Katrina and Angela. You also mentioned Warren. That's quite a foursome. The 4 of you in jail together?
Yeah. Who knew Mulcher would have been chief of police and there'd be bars behind his drapes.
Oh, for God's sake. Would you please get Dr. Mars in Mr. Capel's room, please?
But you see, the thing is that Katrina and I, we went to elope, and Angela and Warren, they took our appointment. So if things got out of hand, a priest guy or whatever, he takes out a gun, and pretty soon we're locked up in his parlor overnight.
Was the elephant in there with you, too?
Good news. Miss Riker's awake. Is there a problem?
Yeah, there seems to be a big problem. He seems to be seeing bars behind drapes and elephants on the highway.
Dad, go ask Katrina right now. Just go over there and ask her. She will confirm everything that I just told you.
Why can't we get pregnant?
These things take time.
We've been trying for the better part of a year.
If at first you don't succeed, try and try and try again.
If we try any harder, we'll both be dead, and Samantha will end up in a foster home. Mason, I think we need to see a professional, specifically a fertility doctor.
Julia, if you want to see him, go right ahead.
No, not me. We. I even have a name. He's supposed to be the best in town.
I know him. He's an old friend of my father's. How cozy. They can discuss my sperm count over a round of golf.
You don't want to do this, do you?
I think it's a waste of time, Julia. We already have a child. There's no reason to think we're not going to have another one.
Then why don't we?
I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
Looks like I win. Call the doctor.
I don't want to call him, Julia. I don't want to see him. If you think you've got a problem, then by all means discuss it with the good doctor.
It's that male ego thing. I understand. However, what makes you think that the problem is with me?
Hello?
Hello, Father?
Aurora. Are you all right? Where are you?
I'm fine. Just fine. I'm with Sawyer.
Can I tell you how worried I've been about you?
Father, I'm so sorry to put you through that, but I didn't dare call you because the police might find...
Doesn't matter. Nothing matters as long as you're all right. Now, just tell me where you are and I'll come and see you. Hello?
Are you
Hello?
trying to get them both killed?
I have no doubts about my virility, and you can take that to the bank.
Then why won't you see a fertility doctor?
Because the next thing you know, Julia, he'll be having us take temperatures and making love upside down at all hours of the day and night.
We do that anyway. Mason, even if it should turn out that you've got a little teeny a big, huge problem, it's not a question of your manhood.
I have no doubts about my manhood, Julia. I just don't think our sex lives need to be part of the public domain.
All right, suppose we have a problem. And suppose he's got a solution. What could it hurt to ask?
Julia, go ahead and call him. I just think it's a waste of time.
Okay. Yes, hi. I'd like to make an appointment with Dr. Zeman. Yes, as soon as possible, please. November? Don't you have anything sooner than November? Yes, I'm sure he is. All right, November 27th, then. That is 1992. Mr. and Mrs. Mason Capwell. I'll see you then. Bye.
By November, baby Mason will be well on the way.
Or not. Mason, my biological clock is ticking so loudly I can't sleep at night.
You're not old enough to worry about things like that, child bride of mine.
Oh, honey, that's sweet. Tick-tock, tick-tock.
Julia, if it is so important for you to see this doctor, let a potent virile man handle it, okay? Out of there. I can beg and grovel for an early appointment. Hello yourself. This is Mason Capwell. Yes, I'm a family friend of Dr. Zeman. My father played golf with the doctor last week. That's right, C.C. Capwell. It was my wife who just called. Now, I know I could take this up with the doctor personally, but I like to go through the proper channels. Well, you know how it is with these homebodies. They're afraid to be assertive. Yes. Uh-huh. Well, unfortunately, you see, November is simply unacceptable. Oh, well, that's not altogether necessary. No. Wait a minute. Please, wait just a minute. She has a cancellation, but you don't want to go over there now, do you? We'll be right over.
Now, we don't have to do this if you really
We're
don't.
going, okay?
Thank you, honey. You know, I'm suddenly finding you very attractive.
Get out of here.
You know, no wonder Sawyer's running away from the law. His mother's a crazy person.
My son wouldn't have to run if it hadn't been for you insinuating to the police that he was some kind of hardened criminal and made sure they denied him bail.
I told you before, that was inadvertent.
And was talking to Aurora just now, trying to find out her whereabouts. Was that inadvertent, too?
I have no intention of telling the police that I got a phone call.
You won't need to. Your line is tapped.
You know that for a fact?
I've been a cop long enough to know that a court order to do just that wouldn't be hard to come by. So if you really don't want our kids caught, the next time Aurora calls, you'll hang up.
I am not going to do that, and I don't want to get into this with you. Now, we're both parents, and we're both worried. Time to act like a parent. Now, if your son's made a mistake, then let him pay the price society demands. If he is innocent, let him stand trial and clear his name.
Is that what you'd want if he were your child?
Yes, I would. Absolutely.
Well, that's good. Because if those kids are caught, you're going to be able to put that little philosophy of yours to practice. Because Aurora will be arrested for aiding and abetting a fugitive. And then we'll see how you feel when it's your child sitting in a jail cell facing trial.
Sawyer, my father would not just hang up on me like that.
Well, maybe someone came into the room. Or maybe he was afraid that his phone was already tapped.
Would they do that?
I'm wanted for murder. I think they'd do just about anything to get me back to Santa Barbara. Now, I'd suggest that we go call him back on a payphone, but we don't have enough money to do that.
Sawyer, we better start thinking about getting jobs real soon. The trouble is, though, I don't know how to do anything.
Well, maybe I could make some money being a sparring partner. I could even box some matches. No, but the cops would be expecting that.
Sawyer, I'm beginning to get scared.
We'll be fine. We just need to be smart and lucky. And I already know that I'm lucky because you love me.
It's just that right now the odds are stacked up against us.
I want you to come with me. I'm going to take you to a place where another guy went when the odds were against him.
Okay.
You'll see. The important thing is he didn't quit. And when he came back from there, he was a winner. Come on.
Hello, this is Inspector Castillo with the Santa Barbara PD. To whom am I speaking? Gladys, I'm in the room that Frank Goodman rented on the night of his death. Yeah. I know that men from the department have been over it. I was just wondering if you might have come across something since that they missed, or maybe the cleaning people forgot to mention something. Tell you the truth, I'm not really sure what I'm looking for. Would you please? I'd appreciate that. And you might check the storage closet, too, while you're at it. Yeah, thanks. Yeah? Okay, well, if something does turn up, would you please give me a call at headquarters in Santa Barbara? Castillo. Yeah. Yes, thank you very much.
Well, then it's all true, dear. You and Ted and Angela and Warren all spent the night in jail together, huh?
Yeah, we did. I mean, it was a weird jail. I had curtains. I don't know. The whole night was like a weird dream.
And Angela definitely was in the car with you and Ted.
Yeah, she was in the front seat.
I gotta ask you this. What about the elephant?
Hmm? Elephant?
The one walking in the desert? The one Ted swerved to avoid?
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
I mean, I was asleep, but an elephant?
Well, apparently your son is more coherent than we thought. An elephant escaped from a small circus that was performing outside Las Vegas.
Oh, for God's sake. All right. If Ted was right about the elephant, we have to assume he's right about Angela being in the car. Now, where is she?
Hello?
What are you doing here? You just about got yourself shot.
Oh, I see that. I'm sorry. I tried to just stay home and wait, but I couldn't. I just wanted to come and see if I could help.
There's nothing for you to do here, you know? This is not your problem. This is a thing between me and my conscience.
What hurts you hurts me, too. And don't shut me out just because I was honest with you, just because I told you the truth. That's not fair. And in the end, it's not going to solve anything. I'm here.
Kelly, I'm not...
I'm here.
I know. It's just that I've never been in a situation like this. I don't know how to react, you know? I've always prided myself in telling the truth, and I find I don't even want to.
Well, I would like to help you figure this thing out if you'll let me. Are you going to let me?
I am so afraid for her.
I know you are.
Well, we have to know... We have to know what really happened before we can figure out what we're going to do about it, obviously.
Well, what are you looking for out here?
I need to know if there was time for BJ to get out to the Mesa where Frank was killed and back here before the police came.
So I take it she didn't spend the whole time with Jody?
No, she told Jody to go help look for Frank, and I'm just wondering if she didn't use that as an excuse to get out of here and go take care of business on her own.
And she didn't have a car?
No, she didn't.
So that means that wherever she went there by foot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is why I'm going to time myself and see how long it takes.
You know, a woman might run differently in the desert. She might even take a different route depending on if there's obstacles, right? So I think you should let me do it.
Have I ever told you that I like you a lot?
Not in a really long time.
Then I should be bound and whipped, because I do.
And we can take care of that later. Come on, let's go.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Wait till you see this. Wait till you see this. Trust me. Trust me. You are... Oh, here it is.
What?
Look at this.
What?
This is it.
What?
I can't believe I'm standing in front of this place.
Sir, I didn't know you were so into museums.
Museum? Aurora, this isn't just a musty old museum. Do you see these stairs? Do you know what these stairs are? The Italian Stallion. Sylvester Stallone. Rocky, Aurora, Rocky.
Sawyer. Sawyer, when you think about boxing, don't you have any second thoughts or regrets about what we're doing?
No, why should I?
Because you have dreams. You wanted to be an Olympian boxer.
I still do, Aurora.
Well, I don't see how you can realize them when we're always running.
Aurora, it's like Rocky. I mean, here's a guy who was way past his prime. And I'm not even close to my prime, and he was too out of shape even to win his fight. But, look, he believed that if he worked with all his heart and all his soul, that he could make this impossible dream come true. And he did, Aurora. This guy fought back against all odds, and he won. And I promise you, I'm going to win, too.
I just think this is a waste of time. I don't even think we have a problem.
Well, I'm very hopeful you're right. After all, you do have one child already.
Exactly. That's what I was telling Julia. See? Let's go.
Mason, why don't you just do what the doctor asks?
I just don't see why you have to begin with me.
Mason, don't take this personally. It's just that sperm inadequacy is the easiest problem to rule out.
Well, you can rule mine out right away. My sperm is entirely adequate. Thank you.
Oh, it is. It's very adequate.
Mason, why don't you make yourself comfortable in there? You'll find some reading material, some videotapes, whatever you find inspirational.
Couldn't I, do this at home and bring it in tomorrow?
Sorry, the sample needs to be fresh. Just leave the beaker with my nurse and, relax. Enjoy.
Well?
What?
Well, maybe you better get started.
It's easy for you to say, fill her up, Mason. I am not a sex machine.
I know. I mean, yes, you are. Come on, big boy. I know you can do it. I'll even walk in. Come on, you can do it. It's just a little beaker.
It could hold my lunch.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Very strong. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, we're going home. I've changed my mind.
Give me that beaker.
Okay, 2 dozen. Just them two small ones, okay? But no, I'm not gonna
No
cost you
booze and no drugs, but thanks anyway, Reg.
Just trying to be hospitable.
When'd you get into this stuff anyway?
When did you get so mysterious? You're the original straight arrow.
No questions, okay? Reg, I had an ulterior motive to ask you down here. We need money.
Or better yet, a job.
Oh, this is rich. Totally. Guess why I'm having lunch with you today? I'm broke, man. I was hoping to hit you up for a loan.
That's out of the question. I barely have enough money to pay for this lunch today.
This does not compute.
What happened to the Walker bunch? That warm, cozy little family, all for one, one for all?
Where are they when the son and heir needs cash? So what's the deal? You in trouble? Price on your head?
Look, we gotta go.
Wait, Sawyer, look.
I don't want to song and dance. What I want to know, is my phone tapped?
Look, word around town is your daughter is running with Sawyer.
You came to me for help. I said more than I should have. The least you can give me in return is the truth.
I would have Mr. McCabe define that word for you.
Look, Detective Walker, you're on shaky ground here. You may have taken a leave of absence from this force, but when you begin to willingly interfere with my operation...
All I'm trying to do is see that a citizen is served his civil right. Is his phone tapped or not?
I'm not required to answer that question.
If I were you, I would consider that an answer.
Well, let me try with another question. Will my daughter face criminal charges being with Sawyer?
Not if you can get her to turn him in. But if she's aiding a fugitive, she'll face the consequences. You might want to mention that to her if you talk to her again.
I could repeat that little speech you made to me before, but I won't. I know how you must be feeling right now.
What can we do to help them?
We can find whoever it was that did kill Frank Goodman.
So is it possible? Could BG have killed Frank?
So what's the problem?
problem. It's really a problem. I'm just a little bit uncomfortable with this, that's all. As a feminist, I'm afraid I'm going to have to put my feminist foot down here. This is wrong. I mean, look at that poor woman. You're exploiting her. You're degrading her. Look at these. Do you think they're real?
Oh, when they're that flawless, they're never real. It's horrible, horrible.
I don't see how you can look at those and fill up this. I mean, you don't even know this woman. You don't have any relationship with her. It's so detached. It's so inhuman. It's so male. For God's sake, Mason, you don't even know her name.
Oh, yes, I do. It's Candy Sampler.
Well, I don't want you sampling any of her candy. Here's my bottom line. You fill this beaker and we're through.
Julia, of course I find this whole thing repugnant, but what do I do? If you're out here and I'm in there, where do I turn for inspiration? The beaker?
Do you know a sexy song?
Yeah.
Hum it.
Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 ba, ba, ba.
No experience necessary. Well, the first part sounds good, but the rest of it, I don't know.
Sawyer, all we have to do is wear colonial outfits and hand out flyers.
Aurora, they probably have 10,000 applications.
Sawyer, what about all that Rocky stuff?
Hey, jobs come, they go. Don't rush off. Come on. Tell me what's happening with you guys.
Look, we have to go. It was good to see you again, Reg, but I hope things straighten out for you.
It was nice to meet you.
Nicer than you know.
I'm telling you, the police have searched the entire area around the crash site. There's no sign of Angela.
Well, if she is out there, we have to find her. Now, who do we have to pay off here to get my clothes?
Listen to me. I'm sure everything's going to be fine. The police think, and so do I, that she just took off on her own.
Out in the desert?
Well, you know Angela. She's an independent woman. Maybe she was mad at you. Maybe she's mad at Warren. Maybe she's mad at the world. I don't know. Just relax and I'll handle everything, all right? You just take it easy. I'll talk to you in a minute.
All right, okay.
All right?
Okay.
I'm going to find her.
Okay.
Just relax. Any word about the other woman?
Nothing good. Your son said she was in the front passenger seat. The police found blood on the windshield.
Well, evidently she could be hurt. Could she just wander off? Maybe she collapsed in the desert.
Well, any of the above.
I'm going out there.
Well, the police are combing the area.
I'm aware of that. It'll make my son feel better. I'm going to ease his mind. What mind? He's gone.
So if Aurora does call again, even though you're glad to hear from her, you're going to have to tell her to get off the phone.
She won't understand.
Sawyer will. He's a cop's kid. God help him.
Excuse me, sir. A call just came in you may be interested in. I had him transferred to line 1.
Thanks. Connor McCabe, you the top cop out there in movie star land?
Maybe. Are you a movie star wannabe?
Maybe. Got a question for you. There a reward for helping you find Sawyer Walker? "25 minutes down here."
What? Look, just because BJ had time doesn't mean she killed Frank.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't fit. If she'd have done that, then she wouldn't have let Sawyer take the rep for it. That's not her.
But it does answer one very difficult question. How did she know how to get out there last night if she'd never been there before, Cruz?
I don't know, Kelly. I don't know.
Well, you don't have to know what she did or didn't do.